Hi, I'm John Henley. I live and practice in Portland, Oregon. My specialty is books and manuscripts and archives. And I have been with ASA since 2008, but I've done appraisals going all the way back to the 1980s. I've been in the book business in some sense since I was a teenager in the 1960s. And so valuation has always been part of my job because people are always asking me, what's this worth? In 2008, the book business tanked, and one of the casualties was my business. So I found myself unemployed, and to make matters worse, the bookstore that I owned part of caught fire and burned down when nobody was there watching it. I was in my mid-50s and I had no prospects. Who's going to hire a used bookseller? Well, here I was, the manager of the used book buying and rare book buying at Powell's. So I ended up doing a lot of appraisals just because there's nobody else. Now, it just so happened that one of my clients was Senator Mark Hatfield from Oregon. I asked the senator, I said, could you do me a favor and call some of your friends and ask them which organization they would recommend? So he did, and then he got back to me and said all of his friends in the House of Representatives said flat out, American Society of Appraisers is the one to join. And I said, why? And they said, higher standards of education. And so you're going to get the best quality education. A fellow by the name of Patrick Ela, who appraises personal property in Los Angeles, took interest in me. And he said, well, when are you going to get your accreditation? And I said, well, I don't know. I don't have any money. And he said, well, you can get grants. I got a grant, and my education for all 4 POV courses was paid for by the foundation. Well, those courses changed my life. Those courses changed my professional and personal life. At the courses, I made friends for life. I'm not kidding. People who now I will say, are some of my very best friends I met in that course. I also met the amazing professors, Sandy, Patty, the late Edie Yeomans, and Fran Zeman, many of whom, everybody I met at that is now a dear friend for life. And I've worked with all of them professionally and non-professionally, just pal around. What did the ASA Educational Foundation do for me? Well, it made my accreditation possible. Educational Foundation changes lives, and it changes lives for the better.